Hey everybody, this is Rich Giordano for Thirdphase, and I am here with a special broadcast tonight. We call this the Mary Hall Files, and Mary's a good friend of the show. She sent in a lot of footage, UFO footage, strange anomalies from the ISS app, I guess is where she gets all these. And not only that, we have some photos from the Mars Curiosity Rover. But I'm not doing this by myself. No, I have with me Michael from DarkHour Paranormal sitting in with me to help me figure out what we're looking at. How you doing, Michael?
Hey, good evening, Rich. How are you, my friend?
Doing very well. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight on a Thirdphase special edition video on UFOs from the ISS and pictures from Mars.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Pleasure's mine.
We haven't looked at these fully. We just know where to go to look at them because that's what we were told to do. So I'm going to pull up this first one. It's called Not Sure What These Are. One comes in from the bottom left and is slowly catching up with the ISS. So I'm going to put that on. Here we go. And we'll take a look with everybody.
Mm-hmm. You can see one coming up from
Here's
the top there. Now, one of the things about reviewing video like this is that obviously there's not a whole lot you can work with in the visual sense other than to really take note of the movement that some of these objects are doing.
Yeah, true, because they're out in space. And I believe we're looking back at the Earth from the ISS, right? Because that's the camera there that faces down towards Earth. I don't know what these lights are. I don't think they are on Earth. I think it's part of the camera, some sort of anomaly that creates these red, blue dots and some white ones. Mm-hmm. These aren't stars, just so everybody knows. It's just something with the camera. Here comes some other little dots that are going to go across the bottom here any second. I believe anytime here. Let's just move it forward. There we go. Top left.
There's one.
So, are these satellites? You know what I mean?
It's incredibly possible. Look at the consistency of movement. There's no change in velocity.
Did you just see that? Did you just see the one shoot in super fast? Watch down, bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. It comes quick. There.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a satellite then going that fast?
That I don't know about because the other one's in the background. But then again, it's hard to tell, with so much distance in space and the way the physics work there without gravity in terms of propulsion. Again, very difficult to tell, but definitely an interesting case to look at and to observe and see if we see something like this, more of this, I should say, moving forward.
Well, don't forget, we're not looking into space. We're looking back at the Earth. We're only 250 so miles above the Earth. So this isn't infinite space we're looking into. It's just dark. Look, see that flash right there?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this before with iridium flare satellites. But they don't go hundreds of miles an hour like I think I saw one of these fly by.
Right.
You're right. You're right about space, now that I think about it, because you can't tell how far away they are.
It's hard.
You can't tell even true movement. But look what's happening. The sun, the divider line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying all of these are iridium flare satellites, but that's about how they show up because they reflect back down their what do they call those? Solar panels back to the Earth. But then they stay there. Look, it's coming. It's staying with the International Space Station. It's following along with it. It came from over here. Now it's following it.
It's staying with it, and that's the curious thing here. I mean, if you're looking at an iridium flare satellite, even from a distance, when you're seeing the blinking, it's obviously the rotation and the sun reflecting off that one surface, or it depends on the shape of what it is. But usually, you'll be able to note that. For it to actually stay and be on course with the ISS, that's something different.
Yep, it's staying with it. Let's go to another clip. That was pretty interesting, I must admit. Even though it was only one, you know. Oh, wait a second. There's actually one coming in. As I was moving away, let me go back to that. I'm going to go full screen. Right around here, I think it's here, you'll see a white one. Here it is. Up top a little, right here.
There he is. Kind of blends in with the background, but he's definitely there.
But you'll see it.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. But it might be satellites because... no, I don't think so, man. I don't know. That's why we're doing this. It's very hard to figure out. Sorry, didn't mean to put you down there. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's do a picture.
Okay.
Nope. Hey everybody, Rich Giordano here at Thirdphase. That's weird. Did you see that pop up?
I didn't see it. I heard it.
Well, that's so odd. Yeah. There we go. This is high production value.
No, of course.
It is. You did see the space station part though, right? All right. This is from I'm just wondering if I'm doing this wrong. All right. From the Mars Curiosity Rover. What do you see here? I know what I see.
I was literally going to ask you the same thing, but you beat me to it. So this is a really interesting picture. And of course, when we look at stuff like this, you keep in mind that pareidolia might be at the helm. That being said, so, taking these couple structures that are right in the middle here, these two, they look like not necessarily teepees, something from the Podunk Indians. Okay. So these little huts, that's what they look like, or they look like some sort of round enclosure that has an opening. All right. Now, while this may be the case, when we're looking at pictures like this, we always have to keep in mind where the sun is or where the light source is coming from, and then have the idea that there is possibly some continuity that we're not seeing with our visual eye that might be creating some of these shadows that in effect look like openings into some sort of cavern. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, that's a very good point. I just couldn't help but... Yeah, go ahead. You first.
No. Go ahead.
I couldn't help but notice this, what looks like an Aztec pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting out. I thought you were going to...
I don't want to steal
See
your
this
thunder.
here? No. It's just... I can't get the words out because I don't know. I mean, this looks like it could be a pyramid. I knew that was coming. Yeah, we're sitting on the airport runway, or you're in the bowels of a ship, whatever it is you think it is. But this does look like a pyramid to me, and I think this is phenomenal. I don't know. Do you see what I see?
I see exactly what you're seeing. In my opinion, this is probably the most fascinating aspect of this photo. Now, one of the things that you and I discussed, Rich, before we brought this out to light, is that if you were to look at the pitch, we decided that the angle that the pyramid is built there is about 30 to 33 degrees. Now, my thought was, if you want to see if that's actually something similar to what we have here on Earth, we'll go and look at the pitch of one of the Great Pyramids or some other pyramids that are in the area, and we'll make a comparison between the two in terms of angles and so forth. And we can, again, make an estimate by looking at this picture of what appears to be a pyramid.
It sure does. I don't know if this is the shadow effect or what, or is it concaved here? That's the thing when you don't have the best quality. Mm-hmm. Is you have to fill in the gaps, and our mind plays a lot of tricks on us, and I think that's pareidolia at its best.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let's look at another thing. I know there was something else. Was it this? Yeah, I think it was up here, right? This looks like a UFO, or was it over here?
It was within, I think it's right here. It's up to your top left. Nope, come back a little bit. Yep, perfect. There it is.
This is it?
This is it.
It looks different. from the last time we were here for some reason.
Give your
I
eyes a
don't
moment
see.
to adjust.
Isn't that weird? I don't see the same thing I saw last time.
So when you're looking at that lighter spot there to the immediate right, that's the other side of the craft that is not being illuminated by the light source. Do you see it now?
No. You mean here?
Yes, right there. So that's the whole craft itself, okay? And then on the left side, you will see the side facing the light source, and on the right, okay, and
Oh.
yep, there we are, the disc shape
Well,
there.
what? Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Man, that was weird how I had a. It's like when you look at a 3D art.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
I had to look out away from, like, I had to look through it basically to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah, you got that one right there. That's exactly right. I'm gonna go here. This is Mars. Hey, does this look like it could be trees? I know it's shadows, but this looks like structure here.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. This I see a square, right angles, hard edges. This could be the garage. I don't know, man. I mean, this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This looks like it might have been where water goes underneath, or maybe it was you drive underground. I don't know, but I'm gonna zoom in a little closer.
Sure.
I know it distorts it a little bit, but I think we can go a little closer. That seems good. That to me is structure. I don't see rocks. Even here, it looks like a little street.
It certainly appears to be that way. Now, obviously, when we're looking at photos like this, we're looking for any sort of geometry that doesn't seem natural. And this right here in front of us does sort of fit that bill, because we are seeing some right angles, we're seeing some flat planes, and of course, there could be some other structures in there that Rich is sort of talking about. And one of the things to keep in mind too is that when we're looking at these pictures from other planets where they've had their own ecosystem at one point, and whatever weather and water that has been on the surface of the planet drastically changing and altering the topography, so that if there were some cultures there some millions of years ago, in certain respects I think it's a blessing that we would find something like that in terms of an artifact now, because it's been so long and the planet's been through so much. But this is interesting. Again, this picture does have some aspects that I think may deserve further review in respect to the geometry that you see laying about the land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm going to go one last thing on here too. This place.
Now, what do you see here, Rich?
What do I see? I'll tell you, I see the Millennium Falcon sitting here, and I see a new, I don't know what kind of radar they have on top of that thing, but there's 3 new radar dishes. Here, I don't know what this is. It looks like racquetball courts. You got some poles here. I mean, seriously, you can make this whatever you want.
You sure
but
could.
It definitely looks like structure. This looks like something may have slid along the lines or rolled down, like you said. Mm-hmm. Maybe these all rolled down like we talked earlier. Maybe there was a flood that came through and tossed these around like a cork, and mm-hmm. whatever was remained stuck to the ground is what we're looking at, like the pyramid down here. It's pretty interesting.
No, it's incredible.
I even thought it looked like somebody's dad put together the train set for Christmas around the tree. Yes. And all that. It's amazing. It looks like an old Western town, man. All right,
with the pyramid.
Let's go.
You're right.
Right? Yeah, with the pyramid. That's so funny. It's the truth, though. Who knows? They could have. All right, hold on here. Let's get to the video. 2 videos left. These are unbelievable. There's no words. I'm just going to play them. All right.
Yep.
This is interesting. I'm going to pause it for a second. This next clip is from Hawaii. Happened last week. I'm just now getting to it. But watch down here. There's going to be an odd flashing light that looks like it's coming off screen from the left. And then this object here seemingly just hovering around the area and maybe communicating with whatever's down here. I'm going to play it now. See that flash?
I do. It almost looks like it's in the distance, but with this one that's sort of hovering above the tree line, it's hard to really make out. It seems to be stationary, but it's also blinking the way a signal light would, as if there was a tower
Look,
there.
I'm not moving the cursor,
Okay, so
so
it
you
is
can
moving.
see it is moving a little
Yes.
bit.
Okay. That changes things.
But they see that down there, that right there. There was just 4 flashes. Watch this.
That is so strange.
It is. I don't know. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4. The craft isn't beaming. I don't see a beam or anything coming out.
I think that must have something to do with what's going on off camera on the left.
One more time. Could it be a helicopter, maybe, or a drone, perhaps?
It's possible. It's possible, but I'm not sure how wide of an area that is. It's actually being illuminated.
It's pretty
And it was
weird.
only 4 flashes. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, there was other flashes happening. I'm going to go over here. I think there's more that happens right here. See how much further it moved? Now it's way over here. It was just over here.
Now I see it, yes.
Is this a helicopter doing a water? What was that? See what I mean? Watch down here. What was that? Just an anomaly in the camera?
I think that was an anomaly, yeah. That had to be an artifact.
What if it looked like an alien being, actually?
Did it?
It did. Hold on. We're going to find out. This is live right now on Thirdphase.
Thirdphase of Moon. Well, that's the parent channel.
That is. All right, let's get this exact. Come on, show me your flash. All right. Now we got to go back just a hair. It's coming up. I think it's at 35. I think I went back a little too far. Here it comes.
There it is. 35 on the nose.
Was it? Okay. So let's slow it down. It just did it again, didn't it? Here we go. Slow speed. Check over here. Did you see the pin light that just showed up?
I don't know what that is.
I know. Whoa. I could actually grab that now.
There it is. Oh, almost.
There it is.
There it is.
It's bendy. Oh my God. You know what it looks like? It looks like one of the Fresno walkers.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
All right. We got one more here. This is the best one. We saved the best for last. I want everybody to get ready. You're going to see something you never thought you'd ever see. It's a real, I don't know what. It's a fleet
awesome.
video. We're looking back. We're at the ISS. We're looking down on Earth. And good. There we go.
Now look at the uniform movement that these all hold.
Is this still on slow?
No?
No. But let's do it slow.
Okay.
Let's give them a show. All right, here we go. Here we have. No, we have very unified. I don't know what.
Yes, and at the same time, while you're looking at some of these, there are a few that sort of fluctuate from their space just ever so slightly. So they are keeping that uniform position, but at the same time, there's a little bit of a wobble.
There is.
You noticed that as well?
I just did. Yeah.
Yep. There's a little wobble there. I think this is some really strong evidence right here.
Look at that. One's a little bit bigger and brighter. Did you see that guy?
Yeah, also it appears to be almost a different shape.
Yeah, a little bit. Good eye. Look, these two. See these ones up front. Okay, let's do this. I noticed something different about these up front. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the camera. I noticed that when it gets over here, they change into like an orange. I think it's just a camera anomaly. Because now they all pretty much look the same, right? Where just a minute ago when I was playing it, they looked bigger.
Right, exactly.
So this is why we do this. But they do wobble. Watch. They do wobble like the classic Billy Meyer type of stuff, in space.
Yes. And to me, that's curious because that means that each one of those are independent. When you first look at this, my first thought was, well, maybe there's some sort of large object we're only seeing little points of because, again, how unified it moves. But when you see each one of those little pinhole embers, wobbling on their own, they're definitely in their own space.
One thing that always helped me, and I'm going to tell people a little secret on how they know true movement for fleets, and pretty much a lot of things that you can't get a reference for. All you have to do is go twice the speed. Just speed it up twice as fast and you'll see truer movement. So we're going to try that and see if we see more wobbling. Go 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what I'm noticing from this? This one back here seemed to have lagged a little bit. I'm not sure, but let's start over. Mm-hmm. This is a neat trick though. Everybody should know this. What happened? Whoa.
That was weird.
That's uniform. I don't see them wobbling at the fast speed, but to me, that's a uniformed fleet right there. Now we'll just go regular speed. Were you going to say something? I'm sorry.
No, but I will add that it does seem very unified, and it's a little harder to detect the wobble at a higher speed, I think, because the wobble is so subtle. I understand why you're doing that in the respect to technology, and I think in many cases that's incredibly applicable. I don't know if it works here because the movements are so subtle. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it did work because we couldn't see them separate or get close together.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, very interesting. We've got a lot more Mary Hall files for you in the near future. We're working on them as we speak. And we'll be back with another episode in a day or two. You never know on this channel. We have a lot of people who joined in. DarkHour Paranormal. Michael is now part of the team. So we definitely love having you here. And you bring a great, what do you call it? Perspective, because you know things that I don't know. And I need that in my life. I need to know more. What is it that you actually are? What do you call your specialty?
I'm a Renaissance man. I'm a jack of all trades.
Well, because I see you more spiritual sided than UFO sided, right?
Well,
or no?
It comes to experience, right? So most of my experiences have been in the paranormal and spirituality the field, if you will, but I've had a lot of experiences in ufology for what it's worth. But each one of these fields has their own limitations. You know what I mean? How far you can go, and I can go into detail with that at another point. But yeah, I mean, I like to be all across the board because I do believe that if we can't prove it now, I think one day we will be able to prove that all of these things are connected in some way.
They might be. And we talk about that just about every day on GUFON, my channel. And you have DarkHour Paranormal. And we're going to be back on Thirdphase whenever. And you may have a video. We may see a video from Alien Addict. We may see a video from Apollo Asteria, Doc Skinner, Dr. J Radio, and whoever else is joining us on the Thirdphase sister channel of Thirdphase of Moon. So don't forget to like and subscribe, share this channel. It's active. We're doing a lot of different things that won't be on Thirdphase of Moon. So make sure you check us out, share it, and like it. It always helps the algorithm. And thank you very much, Mr. DarkHour Paranormal Michael.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Richie G. GUFON radio stream that once was is now just GUFON. I appreciate it, and thank you for Thirdphase as well, of course.
Yeah, and don't forget to go over to Thirdphase of Moon later on. They're going to have an excellent video that's coming out. I think they were looking for and found. Nobody's ever found a pyramid in Hawaii.
This is the story.
This is coming up later. Yep, Thirdphase of Moon.
Tune in for that, folks. You won't be disappointed. There is a picture of Is it Brent or Blake out there that he's standing in front of this structure, and believe me, when you see it on the video,
Blake,
it's going to blow you away. It's Blake. Thank you.
Yeah, this is amazing. What they see, a lot of people don't know that about third phase of moon, Blake and Brent Cousins. So people who've been around for a long time know, but they are adventure seekers. They go when the volcano erupted. They were right there next to the lava, spewing out, going over the roads, houses, and land. They were seeing fresh earth close up. It was amazing. Storms. They dig for like history, bottles in the ground. They're stuck in the ground for 120 years. Bottle diggers. That's how it started for them, basically. And on this quest on third phase of moon. Now the sister channel Third Phase is going to take off. So don't forget, check out that video later. A historic moment on third phase of moon. This is Third Phase. I'm Rich Giordano. That is
Michael Roser.
Michael Roser from DarkHour Paranormal. Good night, everybody.